Greetings, exalted ones. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a tease that talks about big Ben Solo / Kylo Ren news coming up on Wednesday. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. The Knights of Ren series is something that I reported on back in October and November. I went back and I checked it out. And so the Knights of Ren TV series was something that I talked about back on, it was, the first time I reported about it was on October 28th, and then the second time was November 9th. And since then I haven't actually reported on it again because it seemed to kind of just fall apart from there. So what I took this to mean is that one of the many Disney shows that Star Wars is developing over for Disney Plus is just kind of fell through. So that's kind of what I expected. And now it seems that the guys over at the Kessel Run Transmissions who dropped news about the Bad Batch and have dropped several other big things are now teasing on Wednesday that there's going to be some big Ben Solo / Kylo Ren news. This comes from Corey Van Dyke and Noah Outlaw. They're simply teasing on their podcast Wednesday on Kessel Run Radio with a couple of gifs of Ben Solo and then the other of Adam Driver. And while everybody in their comment section is speculating on what this is, I tend to think, based on the research that I've done, that it could be the Knights of Ren series that I reported on back then. So the Knights of Ren, the enclave of masked warriors wielding distinct weapons for ranged and close-quarter combat, the elite fearsome enforcers of Kylo Ren's dark will be potentially the stars of a series, as many fans have regarded those as characters that haven't really seen their proper time in the spotlight. And so this actually doesn't surprise me all that much, considering the fact that The Force Awakens teased them pretty big in Rey's vision, and then they were completely left out of The Last Jedi, and then they were essentially Boba Fett style characters in the Rise of Skywalker. So it makes sense that that would be the case. And so given this, I went back and I found the clips I had of what this was supposed to be back then. So let's take a listen to those, take a little blip back, and then we'll comment on what it is here. Lucasfilm is planning some sort of Kylo Ren prequel, and Driver is reportedly involved. It's unclear if early stages of development right now, but they apparently hope to explore Ben Solo's younger days and look at what made him into the villain we saw in the sequel trilogy. Details beyond that remain unclear, and with everything else they've got on their plate right now, we imagine it'll be a while before this project gets off the ground. There's also a chance that it could go in a different direction or morph into something else entirely. After all, look at how the Obi-Wan movie ended up as a TV show, while the Boba Fett film was outright cancelled. For now, the plan appears to do some sort of Kylo Ren prequel with Adam Driver. A Knights of Ren TV series / Kylo Ren TV series is in development. This would of course be another expansion of the Star Wars franchise that's set to land on Disney Plus, and is hearing that the series would be a prequel of some kind. What's more, both Adam Driver's Kylo Ren and Andy Serkis' Supreme Leader Snoke will definitely be involved if it goes moving forward. Given that this show is said to be a prequel, there's two options here for what the storyline will be. Either it'll explore the origins of the Knights of Ren, presumably also touching on Ben Solo's fall from grace as briefly flashed back to in The Last Jedi. Or it could explain what the Knights were up to during The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Today was Disney's fourth quarter earnings result. As he tends to do on the conference call, Bob Iger dropped some news, and this time it was for Star Wars. When asked about the future of the franchise, he acknowledged the hiatus of the movies after The Rise of Skywalker. The next movie will be in 2022. But talked about the Disney Plus shows. He said that in addition to the 3 series that have been announced, that would be the Kenobi one, The Mandalorian, and the Cassian show, that Lucasfilm has more Star Wars shows in development for Disney Plus, so they're already working on more. Bob Iger said follows, quote, Star Wars has 3 television series that are in varying forms of production and more in development for Disney Plus. Alright, so Star Wars Unity has reported that some sort of solo spin-off or sequel is in stages of development for Disney Plus, but he said there were more shows coming. So there are all sorts of options where Star Wars can take the series in that format. Okay, so that's what we have there. So it seems that the Adam Driver is going to be the hinge on all of this. And I made the comment there about Star Wars Unity at the end of one of those, and if you guys recall that the Crimson Dawn series that I've been reporting on is something that hinges on Emilia Clarke's return, as well as another one that hinges on Donald Glover's return. So it seems that Disney is hinging a lot of these series on which actors they can negotiate terms with to actually bring back into this idea of actually reprising their character. We already know that John Boyega said he wouldn't be Disney Plus, and whether or not Adam Driver wants to come back and continue to play the character is something else. We know that the character of Kylo Ren also appeared in Star Wars Resistance, so it at least shows that Adam Driver is willing to go to different mediums. So it could be that he's done the next TV series. And we know that Adam Driver is no stranger to TV shows, as he was in the show Girls before he was in Star Wars. So I wanted to just share this with you guys that Corey Van Dyke and Noah Outlaw are teasing something pretty big for Ben Solo on Wednesday. So that's kind of what I think it is. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know what you guys think this is in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it.
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.